Okay, first of all, I'm kind of sorry. You
Yeah.
you had your chance.
Yeah.
How did you see that last game?
It was really hard. We got a really good early game lead doing like the normal strategies we run. And then towards the mid game, we didn't take any risks. And in reality, they weren't really risks. Like we had a big lead on both side lanes, and our comp hit a power spike much earlier than theirs. So in game, I think the players thought it was a risk that they were taking, but in reality, it was they just weren't making the correct like aggressive play. So EDG gave us a lot of openings, and we didn't really take them. So it was kind of disappointing that we weren't showing like our best form when this was like such a big game. But at the same time, this is like a really strong team, and it would have been hard regardless of if we got those plays off, because late game would have still hit. So it was a mixed bag of like a little bit disappointing, but it didn't like kill my soul, you know.
Well, seeing the game, I thought you were pretty equal in terms of goal, in terms of pressure, and then Kasing, who has been a really good player for the team and kind of upped your game when he came to the team. He did that flash Tivers,
Yeah.
he failed it, and the game was pretty much there, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think that might have been maybe a trust issue between our bot lane. I think Hjarnan flashed over the Jinx chompers to get to Jinx, and when he did that, I think there's a split decision where Annie could have gone left to Jinx or right to the rest of the team, and he chose right when the whole time Hjarnan's playing towards the Jinx. So I think it was a little bit of trust, a little bit of a tunnel vision, because I think that would have been the correct aggressive play at that time, where we would just send Annie and Kalista onto the Tahm Kench Jinx, and they would have gotten them out of the fight. But that was a really like hectic fight, and it's really hard to say. I think he just didn't. I think Kasing just didn't know what Hjarnan wanted to do. So when he realized it, it was too late. So the flash Tibbers was out of range, and that's how the misplay kind of happened. But I think a little bit. I think on a better day that wouldn't happen. I think this was just unlucky day for us, really. I don't think we played as well as we normally do. So misplays like that, I don't think really happen very often. So when it did, and I saw it, I was like, that's kind of upsetting, because I know they're a really strong bot lane, and they normally don't make this kind of mistake where they're both not doing the same thing.
Okay, also about the format, about these 3 games in a day. Last week you had 3 games in 4 days, and this week it's all 3 games in the same day. I feel the mentality plays a huge role in days like this one. We saw yesterday CLG lost his first game and kind of tilted all the way through the day. How do you feel about this format?
I'm not sure if I like it. I don't know what else or what other format would be better. Like the 1 game a day, I still wasn't too big of a fan of that. Like we literally played 1 game and went home, so there's a lot of prep into it, and then we attacked it, and then the game was done. Like there wasn't much like sustained like knowledge that we needed. The games today, they were pretty quick. Like between our first and second game, there's like a 20-minute stomp basically. So we didn't have a lot of time to talk in between games of what we wanted to change from the previous one. So it's like both just seemed like weird formats in a way. You know, the first week we had almost too much time, and the second week we had like too little time. So I'm not sure what format I would actually like, but the one now, it does seem a bit weird, I think. Just because, 1 week there's too much time, and 1 week there's just too little time.
Okay, and as a whole, how do you feel about the H2K performance this Worlds?
I don't think we played as well as we should have. We are like a notoriously terrible scrim team, so even in scrims we'll have games where that's the way we should be playing. So when it came to Worlds, I thought we misplayed a lot of things that I knew my team understood. Like a lot of plays that we should have been making, and even 2v1s we made mistakes when in scrims we wouldn't be making that mistake. So that was kind of upsetting that we didn't get to translate all of our knowledge to on stage. Other than that, like I think the team played really well when we were behind, which is always something that I think to look out for. You know, a lot of teams will crumble under the pressure if they're losing, and I think that's one thing I'm proud of HGK of doing. Regardless of bad early games, they still kind of kept their head on a swivel and tried to make plays. But I think even though these were two of the top teams in the last 2 years, I still think we could have taken a game off of either one of them if we just had slightly better days. So that's kind of upsetting, but at the same time, it's like a nice trinket to go back home with, that we weren't completely outclassed and didn't have a chance. It's like we actually did have a chance versus these really, really amazing teams.
Okay, just back 1 month when you saw the draw, what was the first thing you thought back then? Oh, damn it! Or yeah, we're totally wanna win.
Oh no, it was totally we're screwed moment. Like the whole team was just laughing. Like this was the most unlucky group draw we could have ever gotten. Literally any team in this tournament hasn't looked as good as SKT has, and then EDG's kind of hasn't shown the best, but they're still a really, really solid team. They just haven't shown as good as SKT or other ones. So in my eyes, we matched up against, I think, probably 2 of the finalists, or at least semi-finalists, which is pretty bad for like a new team like us. So we definitely wish we had at least one other team in the group that kind of was equal skill level to us. Like looking at Group D, there are 4 hard teams, but at least all the teams are more equal in skill, so they're closer matchups. In our group, I felt like there's 2 that were clearly the outliers, and then us, and then Bangkok Titans, which were on different levels. So I do wish it was a more balanced group where there could be an easier chance for an upset. I think the chance of upset was just really hard in ours, and it just wasn't as we had hoped.
Okay, because when we saw the draw, well, I think most of the fans, I don't know, most of, or a large amount, thought about that Z promise. What happened with that Z?
Oh yeah. Well, we never got blue side.
Oh, come on. Don't give me that.
It was a first pick Z. It wasn't a first rotation on purple side Z. And then the second one was, it wouldn't make sense because it should be Z versus Z, not Z versus whatever Faker picks into Z. He would have played like Olaf or Aurelia or something annoying, so it wouldn't even been fun. So if it was a blind pick, yeah, I gotta hold up my promise. But after that, it was like, Ryu, do you want to just blind pick Z? And he's like, why would we blind pick Z? It's not good in the meta. And I was like, Ryu, you're right. We shouldn't blind pick Z. All right, it was just Twitter, whatever.
So it was Rio. It's Rio's fault.
I blame Ryu.
Okay. That threw me off totally. So, okay. Backing up my thoughts. When you first came to H2K in January, February, yeah, probably something like that. Do you think you reached expectations? You thought, yeah, we're gonna totally going to Worlds, do a decent job. That was expectations, or you think you surpassed them?
No, I definitely surpassed our expectations. Going into it, like, you know, I was a player on like 8th place team in an A. So coming on as a coach with like a whole brand new roster, like none of them are veterans except for Ryu. And even at that time, Ryu didn't speak good enough English yet. So it was really like, well, this team is going to just struggle a lot, and like maybe we'll get top 5, that would be really good. So once we landed top 3, it was really nice to kind of get that like reassurance that we have that kind of ceiling. And then reaching 3rd again was kind of disappointment, because right after the first split, we like kind of had our hopes set on 1st or 2nd at least. So I would have never guessed that we'd actually end up at Worlds, let alone even finish 3rd in the split. So I'm really happy with the overall result of H2K for sure.
Okay. Now I remember I forgot to ask something crucial, important. How do you feel about the Chinese teams? Because they came to Worlds being pretty hyped, and I don't know if they, again, reached expectations.
Yeah, they haven't shown that great of play yet. mostly because the game will end before, or like not the game will end, but the gold leads will be too big for them to actually pull off like these amazing team fights they're known for, or, like the aggressive plays. And I think the fact that like lane swaps are still pretty popular right now, and I think right now maybe no, I don't really think any Chinese team is good at lane swaps. So I think instantly when a lane swap happens, a Chinese team is going to fall behind. And if it's standard, then they still have a chance. Like they have to outplay someone else, or they'll just get taken over. So I don't know. I had higher expectations for them as well. I'm not really sure what is going wrong. It seems more like an internal problem that caused a lot of it. But I don't know. Hopefully they'll show up, I think, in the quarters and semis. I think someone will make it to the semis for sure from China.
Okay. So, Pr0lly's opinion. Okay, then no Pr0lly's opinion. I was gonna ask about the Western teams, but since it's the last question, I won't. I'm more interested in your future. Will we see Pr0lly coach next split with H2K? Maybe with another team, maybe in America or another region, or playing again? Maybe.
I'll probably stick to coaching. I would really like to be a player again, but I don't know where I would stand amongst the others right now. So that's more of a risk, I guess, compared to coaching. In terms of H2K, it really depends on if the roster stays or not. That's like a big selling point for me. Is like I really want to love my players, and that's going to give me passion to be a good coach, kind of thing. But if H2K roster changes and I don't end up staying with them, I don't see myself being like guaranteed to Europe or NA. I think it'd kind of be a mixed bag of what team seems like the most attractive in terms of like where they could go and what I could do with them. So I think it's a pretty big mystery. What I'll end up doing. There's just too many variables running around, so I can't really give a good answer. I'll be like here or something. I can't say that.
Okay, since the Pr0lly doesn't see me, Fnatic, Cloud9, Origin, and TSM, will they make it or they won't?
I think Origin will for sure. Crossing my fingers for Fnatic. I think they'll pick up their stuff and fix all their mistakes. Cloud9 still mixed bag. They performed really well last week. I wouldn't count them out, but I wouldn't count them as a guaranteed.
They are 3-0.
Yeah.
They just need one win.
Yeah, but then they have to play tiebreaker if they lose. So it's like they can't be guaranteed. You know, maybe they lose tiebreaker. I don't know. They seem really good though, so there's that. TSM I think might be too far behind. I'm not sure that they'll like 3-0 and get back into group stages, so I think they might be knocked out. But I think that's all of them, right?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, but I think West is definitely going to have at least 2 teams getting out of group stages for sure. 2.
Semifinals? Maybe?
Yeah, I can see Origin or Fnatic going to semifinals.
Okay, thank you very much.